tritone pentatonics. For example, against an E flat 7 chord, if I play an A major pentatonic, if you play the major pentatonic a tritone away, that will give you all the altered notes. It gives you the flat 9 sharp 9, flat 5 sharp 5, and flat 7. Those are the notes of the scale. So let's say I'm playing a 2-5-1 in A flat. On the 5 chord, I'm going to use an A major pentatonic. Ready? So play that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Right here.
4. Yeah. Okay. Now once again.
Do that again.
2, 3, 4.
Wait, I'm sorry.
3, 4.
What were you doing there again?
Well, there I use I use an F minor pentatonic over the B flat minor 7 chord,
Okay.
which gives me like a B flat minor 9. And then on this chord, and then
Oh, sweet.
it's the B flat major pentatonic on that chord because that's a Lydian pentatonic. If you use the pentatonic a step above the major 7th chord, that gives you the Lydian pentatonic. It gives you the 9th, 3rd, sharp 11, 6th, and major 7th. And they happen to be all the same thing, just moved up by half steps.
That's great.
So this is like a minor 9 pentatonic. Just play slow like 3, 4. Do it again. 3, 4. Kind of screwed up there. Do it again. 3, 4. So on and so forth. Okay, if you want to talk about practicing and orders to do things, okay, the first thing you need to do, you need to divide your practicing up into certain sections. Scales. Well, you got to memorize your major scales, melodic, and harmonic minor, all the modes. Period. Good way to practice
All the
it.
modes up all those.
Yeah, I would take every mode off one note as for practicing one day. So, for example, I'm going to play all my modes off the note A. Ionian, Dorian,
Off just that
Phrygian,
one
yeah,
chord.
Lydian, mixed Lydian, Aeolian, Locrian, melodic minor, Dorian fledged, Lydian augmented. No, I'm sorry. That's it. And what am I thinking? Mixed Lydian sharp 11. Locrian natural 2. No. That's what it is. I'm not used to that fingering because I'm going kind of between two positions. Then alter dominant. And then you go through all the harmonic minor modes too. I'm sorry. So on and so forth. Then Locrian natural 6, Ionian augmented, Dorian sharp 4, Phrygian major. Learn those off one note and you'll really know them. And then learn each mode up the neck. The second day you do all your modes up the neck. So you go, say the key of G. I'm sorry. That's G Ionian, A Dorian, B Phrygian. Then do your melodic minor. So on and so forth. Where did I go through? Oh. Forget where I just left it off. Those are all my melodic minor modes up the neck. And then you practice and then do all your harmonic minor ones up the neck. And once you get those done, you know the neck. You know all those fingerings all over the neck, okay? So how long did it take me to go through all those? Like about 2 minutes? You do that every day as a warm-up. Go through them off one note first, get them memorized. If you go them off for one note, you can do them all in a minute. If you get them really fast. I used to do it really fast. And then go up the neck in one key each day, up and down, doing all the modes of major, melodic, minor, harmonic, minor. Then, arpeggios. Root 6 and Root 5 arpeggios. Major 7, dominant 7. Minor 7. Minor 7 flat 5. Diminished 7. Dominant 7 sharp 5 for you. So on and so forth. Okay, so I go through. Then I do the root 5 ones. Those are all root 6. Major 7. Dominant 7th. Minor 7th. Minor 7 flat 5. Diminished 7th. So on and so forth.
That's not great again,
Yeah, you just run up and down and you get the fingering. So, and then I'll take a standard and I'll take all the things you are and I'll run all the arpeggios. I might go like this, and I'll do like maybe alternate root 5 and root 6. So all the things you are: F minor 7, B flat minor 7. Oh, shoot, I have note chops today. Hold on. Again. Finish where I left off there. Where were they? A minor 7, D 7 flat. Then F sharp minor 7. Oh wait, no, then it goes along A minor 7. What is it you're doing here again? I'm just playing all the arpeggios and all the things you are.
Okay.
And so Joe Paslick, C major 7. So I'm going 6, sharp 4 to the 5th. I'm kind of surrounding the 5th with neighbor tones. Doing the same thing. 2nd, 7th root sequence. But he does like chromatic around. He goes 4th, flat, 3rd, 3rd.
Okay.
And he plays 6,
flat 5/5, just passing tone.
Okay.
Fourth, walk up to the third.
Okay. Is that how chromaticism goes well over a major 7?
Is that why what?
Is that how chromaticism goes well over a major 7 chord?
Yeah. I go. No, whatever.
Yeah.
Here we go, Alonzo. I'll be more concise now. We're talking about chord melody shapes. This is for soloing. This is for chord melodies and for single note solos. Okay, so I want you to think about it this way. On major 7th chords, you can play the minor 7th chords off the 3rd or off the 6th. Okay, you can play any of those inversions of those chords. Okay, so on a C major 7th chord, you can play any inversion of A minor 7, any inversion of E minor 7. Okay? And if you want to see Lydian sound, you can play any inversion of a B minor 7 chord, but I'd stay away from that for right now. On dominant chords, you can play the minor 7 flat 5 chord off the 3rd, which will give you a 9th sound. You can play the minor 6th chord off the 5th. That will give you like a 13 sound. So like on a G7, play a D minor 6 9 sound or D minor 6 sound. Okay. You could either play D minor 6 or D minor 6 9 shapes. You can, for an altered sound, you can play the minor major 7th chord based on the flat 9. So on a G7 chord, play an A flat minor major 7th chord arpeggio or chord form and all of its inversions for G altered. You can also play a B major 7 sharp 5 and any of its inversions. Okay, that's off the 3rd. You can also play B major 7 sharp 4 voicings and any of its inversions. And then off the flat 7, which would be F, you can play minor 7 flat 5 chord shapes. Okay, that will give you a G altered. That will give you a G7 sharp 5 flat 9 voicing. Okay, so now let's get some practical application of this. Let's do a 2-5-1 in the key of C. On D minor 7, we'll use F major 7 chord shapes, okay, which will give me a D minor 9 sound. Then on the G chord, I'll use this first time, let me use a B minor 7 flat 5 shape. And then on C major 7, I'll use the A minor 7, C major 7, or you can also obviously use the chord shapes off the root too, but the other ones are substitutions. Okay? So, let's do 2-5-1. Just play the roots. 2, 3, 4. That's F major 7, and now B minor 7 flat 5, and then E minor 7. Okay, so 2, 5, 1. Now I can go to the next position up and do the same inversions. I'll do like that for the D minor 7. Right? I'm thinking my F major 7 shapes, right? And then B minor 7 flat 5, and then C major 7. I'm using this. That's good. Yeah, so see, I'm getting better here. 2, 5, 1. Yeah. Then I go to the next spot. 2, 5, 1. Make sense? So
Yeah, I like the
2, 5, 1. Now I'm going to go to the next position.
Right.
2, 5, 1. So I use a D minor 9 or F major 7 inversion to that's a B minor 7 flat 5 inversion to a E minor 7 2. 2, 5, 1. Now I can also do that in single notes.
Right.
Play it.
Right.
That's an F major 7, and
Right.
then B minor 7 flat 5, and then
So you're playing the chords then?
E minor 7.
Right.
You can play the chords.
Yeah. You're better.
3, 4.
Just play like 2, 3, 4. Now, what'd you do there? I want to screw it up.
What happened?
I don't know. 3, 4. Okay. Now the next thing we can do, I'll use like F major 7 shapes to F minor 7 shapes. So F major 7 to F minor 7 flat 5 shapes. Okay. That will give me a D minor 9 sound going to G7 sharp 5 flat 9 sound, and then to C major 7 shapes, okay, or like E minor 7, whatever. So 2, 5, 1. Okay, so then the next inversion will be 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. Next shape would be 2, 5, 1, and so on and so forth. Next shape might be 2, 5, 1, stuff like that. Same with arpeggios, like playing single notes. Play the chords, F major 7.
F major 7? No.
I'm sorry, no, D minor 7.
What was that last one?
B minor 7.
That last one?
Yeah, B minor 7. That gives you C Lydian sound.
Okay. That sound. Great sound.
Yeah. So on and so forth. You can also use like I can go F major 7, F diminished 7, E minor 7. That's a 2, 5, 1. So you get D minor 9 sound, G7 flat 9, C major 9. Same thing.
That's C major
2, 5, 1. Next thing, 2, 5, or 1. Next thing, 2, 5, 1.
That's 1 right there?
Yeah. Next thing could be 2, 5, 1. There's millions of them you can do. And you can run up and down the arpeggios. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. I'm sorry. 2, 5, 1. That's good. The chord I played was a C6 chord with a G in the bass. It's really like an A minor chord with a G in the bass.
Oh.
That's a very common jazz voicing, though. They use that at the end of songs. You'll hear that.
Okay. Right.
So I'm running up and down those chord shapes and everything, and it really sounds really cool, right? So in like F major 7, so you just got to know. Right? But some of these other chord shapes that I was doing would be like major 7 sharp 5 chords. That's a little bit more advanced. But let's say you use a B major 7 sharp 5 shape, okay? So if I have a B major 7 chord, right? And I sharp the 5th. Okay, play a G root against that. Yeah, here it sounds like a G altered chord. So I'll play F major 7 shape for D, and then a 5, 1. That'd be like a C Lydian shape.
Okay.
Again, 2. That's an F. That's a F6/9 shape, which is also a sub for D minor 7. So 2, 5, 1. That's just a straight 4-way close C major 7 shape. So 2, 5, 1. Could be like that. Same thing goes with the arpeggios. 2, 1, or 5. In case you haven't noticed, you really need to know your arpeggios. You need to know your chord shapes. Like let's say you take a D minor 7 chord, right? Now there are many different inversions of chords, right? You've got your basic 3 inversions, and every 7th chord has 3 inversions.
Could you talk a little bit about inversions too?
I will. That's what I'm talking about, Alonzo. Okay, so I got a D minor 7 chord, right? Well, if I take a straight D minor 7 chord, which we call 4-way close position, 4-way close positioning is not easy on the guitar. It produces a lot of weird stretches. It's more like for piano, 4-way close. Most guitar voicings are either drop 2, drop 3, drop 4, drop 2 and 4, drop 2 and 3, or drop 2 and 4.
What do you mean drop 2, drop 3?
We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, that's a straight 4-way close, meaning it's in its closest positioning with just root 3rd, 5th, 7th. Now, when you go to the next inversion of that, so we got D, F, A, C, right? Well, the next inversion of that, you just take the bottom note and move it to the top. So you're kind of just reversing notes. That's what an inversion is, right? Now, so you're gonna have to have C and D, and then I've got my my F, right? And then A in the bass. So D, C. Before I forget, Alonzo, I want to put this. I'll get back to inversions in a second, but I want to put that Joe Pass blues thing on tape for you, just so you know how it sounds.
Yeah.
It's a C blues, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. The chord melody thing in One Note Samba starts with a D minor 7th, 5th fret, D flat 7, C 7 sus 4, and then B7 flat 5. Wherever it goes.
Yeah, what is that chord right there?
That's a B flat 6/9.
Actually, I think I figured that out. Because I was trying to practice naming chords. It don't work like
You learn your arpeggios.
Yep. What was that you just did?
D minor 7,
Uh-huh.
D flat 7,
Right.
C
No,
minor
this
7.
chord.
So I went. What did I just do? This would be too far. If we want to do it in the key of G. Since we did it in the key of G. Should we do it in the key of C? What's the difference? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Let's do it in the key of C.
Okay. So I'll play some slow ones here. 3, 4. D minor 7, play the chords to G7 sharp 5. 3, 4.
Wait, was that the right 7 chord?
That's right, yeah.
Just
Straight, yeah,
seven?
yeah. Okay. Another one. 3, 4. Okay, another one. 3, 4. I'm sorry. 3, 4. Three, 4. Three, 4. I'm sorry, 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Lame. 3, 4. That was bad. 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4. Another one. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Again. I mean, that one I should have been. That's what I want. 3, 4. No, actually, what I did. What did I play? No. That's bad. That's what I want. 3. Ignore those other 2. 3, 4. Whole tone scale is used on dominant 7 sharp 5 chords or flat 5 chords, but more on dominant 7 sharp 5 chords. Like in Stella by Starlight, goes to G7 sharp 5. It's good to know some certain licks. Yeah. It's hard arpeggio. An arpeggio. It'd be like moves up by whole step. It's easier to play an electric. And then you know, you're here's some example. Just we're in drop D. Just I'll play some B flat Lydian stuff. Play the 2, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. So I'm thinking about stuff like that Lydian thing. I've got like an F major triad and B flat Lydian. Play the chord. I have B flat major, obviously, and F C major. I'm playing like C suspended there. Over here, C major triad. Play the chord. Hold on. Okay, once again, play the chord again. Just hold it for 1 second. So you got B flat, F. Keep playing the chord, and C. But then you're mixing them up.
Is that a triad there? Or are you playing the 1, 3, 5 off the?
Yeah, like I'll play like
Off
B.
C or something?
So what I just played there. Play the chord again. What I'm doing is I'm taking a B flat Lydian scale, which has the chords B flat major. It comes from F major, right? So you got B flat major, C major, D minor, E diminished, F major, G minor, A minor, back to B flat. Those are all the triads in the key of F. So if you play the chord again, I'll play the triads. Play it. Example of Lydian. Well, you can do that with other types of scales. Obviously, you can do that in Mixolydian. Let's say that we play a like a Mixolydian chord, which might be
Right.
something like this. Okay, so let's say we'll do G mix.
What is that? That chord there?
Yeah, this is G Mixolydian.
You
It's
mean
like F over G.
Oh, it's F
Play-
over G.
Yeah, play it for me.
How do you do that?
Yeah, so it's like F chord with a G
Oh,
bass.
it's F over G.
Yeah, so play it again. Here's a Mixolydian scale. Play it again. Okay. Actually, move it up a step. That's a Mixolydian, right? Now, then coming up with lines in it. Once again, you can use the triads a whole step apart.
not a 7 chord.
Yeah, it is.
It is a...
It's like an A7 suspended 4. It's really like a G. It's really G over A though.
Right.
It's really like an A11 chord. Because sus4 implies that there's no third. Well, there is no third in that chord, but it's an A911, right? It's got the 9th and 11th. It's got the G chord, right? And you can get some good intervals. Right, I play it. Okay, so that's like mixed Lydian. It's a cool sound, right? The really cool sounds that you start getting into is when you start using the melodic minor scale. Let's say you do a, like maybe E minor major. Let's say we'll do an altered chord. Let's just do a... Okay, now step percent. I'm using the E altered dominant scale. Okay, which is comes from F melodic minor. Great sound, right?
Yeah. So anyway, this is cool stuff.
Okay, what you need to think about doing though, Alonzo, here is you take these different modes and you play the different arpeggios out of the scale again.
Right, off of each.
Yeah, I'm playing out of F melodic minor or E altered dominant. Up. Yeah. It's very hard to learn those arpeggios.
Yeah.
You need to be able to play these licks play them all over the neck. Because then when you start playing them in context, so let's start doing some of these things in context. Let's say you're doing a bossa nova and you go, try that for
What's it now?
me. B minor 7. So what I'm just saying there, so let's say we're combining some of these Dorian licks, like when you have a slow tempo and you're doing like bossa nova stuff or whatever, and you can really play a lot of notes on one chord if you want to get your solo kind of cooking. Like let's say you're playing. So that, like, let's say you're playing a tempo like that, and you can play a lot of. What is like? Two, three, four. Now I use like I was doing on there like an A major 7 chord, played a cool lick, which is up the arpeggio, play A major 7 chord.
Right here?
Yeah, I play. Whoops. So I played up A major 7, again, to this major 7. And then it went up a B major triad there to give an A Lydian sound.
Right.
So, and then on the B minor chord, so,
You're doing different triads over there?
yeah, different. I'm going.
I like that sound.
Ooh, beautiful. I forget what I played though. Yeah. Cool. About using the 6th, Alonzo, on a minor 7th chord. That's the note of highest tension. It's also the note of the 5 chord that comes after it if it's 2-5-1 progression. So once you've given that note away, the only way to make the 5 chord more tense is what?
More tense?
Yeah, like you've got to play an altered sound in the 5 chord. You can't stay with an unaltered Mixolydian sound on the 5 chord once you've given away the 6th on the minor 2 chord, okay? Because the 6th on the minor 2, like that note, G sharp, is the 3rd of your E7 chord that's coming right after it, okay? Once you've given away that 3rd, you have to use a scale that has the sharp 9, that has the G natural in it. Because you got to make, because that's, since
Or
it's the
flat 9 if you're playing flat 9.
well, yeah, it doesn't matter, but I'm saying that you need a scale that has that is an alter type scale, either dominant diminished or alter dominant, because
You've already leaded toward that chord.
yeah, because you've already given away the sound of the next chord. You've given away the sound of the 5 chord. And the only way to make it sound like it still fits, like you haven't resolved the chord too early, is to go to an alter dominant sound. And that's only professional players know that stuff. So, like a thing to practice here, Alonzo, is to take just the top 3 strings of the guitar, G, B, and E string, and just run the arpeggios just on those strings, either the 7th chords or triads, like triads. Like play B minor 7, and I'll go up all the Dorian triads. Yeah. And then doing things like that, or then use the 7th chords. Or that's a good one. What was I gonna do? Very important. What I was saying is these arpeggios are very important to get down. You want to do the same thing with the alter dominant scale too. So you'd say, what are those arpeggios? So let's say we're doing it on E alter dominant, and these are where it gets really tricky. You got to really know your neck. So play the E7 sharp 9 chord. I'm taking like the first available arpeggio on these 3 strings. Whatever. So I got B flat, C, D diminished, E diminished, F minor, G minor, B flat augmented, or I'm sorry, G sharp augmented, and then B flat or A flat augmented.
You derive that from that scale?
Yeah. Chord 2, 3, 4. Okay, minor seventh chord melody shapes. Well, I don't know if we went over.
It's going over major and down.
Okay, we'll take all the major ones, like for minor seven. Let's say A minor seven, or let's say you're doing B minor seven, since we've been working with that. Well, basically, I'm coming from the key of A, right? If it's Dorian. So I got B minor 7, D major 7, F minor 7, D major 7, B minor 11, D major 7. You know, whatever, you can do tons of. And then I do things by leading up with half steps. That's another different voicing.
Like passive voice, or?
Yeah. Also, you can do Dorian voicings, modal voicings. Whoops. Okay, now what I did there is so there, I arpeggiated them so you can figure out all the voicings. Okay, so that's more for stuff where like you're company. That's more like piano voicings, like McCoy Tyner would play it.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm
Yep.
saying? Or let's say you're doing a so what.
Miles?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. That's killer. Okay, cool.
And so on and so forth. And then, 2, 3.
Is that blue dance?
That's the kind of like I'm just doing a bass line over so what.
Okay.
So that's like a modal kind of
Right.
comping.
Okay.
Most guitar players don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
More modern guys, John Scofield, Pat Metheny, will play that kind of comping in a jazz thing. That makes you sound more like a piano player.
Mm-hmm.
Also, really advanced thing to do. I mean, the one thing that we did was to take the different things and play like B minor 7. So I'm playing B minor 7 voicings, D major 7 voicings, and F sharp minor 7 voicings. Okay? Or F sharp minor 11 voicings. Knows all three of those voicings. So all the inversions of D major 7 work perfectly for B minor 7. Okay?
Relative minor.
Exactly. Okay? And all the voicings of B minor 7 work for D major 7. It gives you like D major 6 sounds. So if you take four inversions of B minor 7 and 4 inversions of D major 7 and just mix them all up, figure out what the inversions are of B minor 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then figure out what the inversions of D major 7. How many D major 7th chords can you play? Swing guitar chords.
Do you know Sweet Georgia Brown?
I used to play it with my brother. I can't remember how it goes
Alright.
now. So let's say you got an F7 chord. Like a... I'm sorry. So I got... Those are all your inversions for like 7th chords. Now what you need to do...
What that is?
Yeah, those are like walking chords for,
Right.
for playing swing.
Okay, cool.
So if you're playing like a blues or something,
That's cool.
on to another thing. When you're playing over major 7th chords in jazz, common things to do is to actually substitute progressions. Instead of playing, a lot of people play, you know, you have to have lines that go over that, like,
Oh, right, right. Cool, cool. What were those chords?
E major 7, E major 7, yeah, that's like a B, G major 7th over B. Learn it. Okay, so then the line over the chords. That's nice. Just stay on the one chord, go like that. Hold on,
Sorry,
hold
sorry.
on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then it's like, okay, well, what kind of lines can you play? Then it's kind of creating some lines, just, you know, basically take those arpeggios. so I'm just kind of outlining.
Was that the diminished right there?
Yeah,
Diminished seven.
I did it in the middle of the line because I'm thinking G major 7, A minor 7. So that B flat diminished thing is kind of a cool sound in the middle of your G major 7. But so I can play G major. Play the chord.
And that works that diminished
Yeah,
seven works
because-
over the G major.
Yeah, because you ever hear a chord, you've heard jazz tunes or swing tunes go.
Yeah. Yeah, right there, that's it.
That's kind of nice. Oh, so Alonzo, so I can play in my that arpeggio.
And where does that diminished seven lie in relation to the G major seven?
It's a minor third above.
Minor
Or it's,
third
it's,
above.
it's actually no, it's on the root of the G.
Okay. Oh, it's right off the root. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to pray. And it really sounds. So you're playing over 2-5-1 real.
2-5-1 G.
Okay, so that makes it sound like you're going somewhere, like your line is actually going somewhere.
Right.
So, play 2-5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did my. That's a great bebop sound. Okay, what it is, Alonzo, it's just from hearing that chord progression in old jazz tunes. It just.
It's more of Implying.
Yeah, that's just a very common thing to do. It's in a lot of songs. Like Stella by Starlight has it in it. You're going at the end, like the bridge is right. That has it right in the song. It's in a lot of jazz standards. Oh, one other thing though. I'm just using the straight arpeggio. When you can use the scale.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Which is cool too. So I could play G major 7, play the chord. So I used the scale. So, and it makes your line sound really complicated, like you're doing some chromatic stuff, but you're not. You're just implying that. I'm playing that diminished.
You mean the whole half? Is that the whole half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Phrygian, your standard pattern, like really in jazz, if you have a 3 chord and you're using Phrygian, you're not hearing it as a Phrygian sound. The real way to get a Phrygian sound is like use
Flat
it over.
2.
Yeah, so use it over a suspended chord or something, you know. Like
What was that? What chord was that?
A7 sus4.
Okay. Why does
that
that work
pattern.
over a sus4?
But that using that same pattern I did on the major 7th, but do it with a flat 5.
Why does that work over sus4?
It's just that Spanish sound.
Just that Spanish sound.
Yeah. So, but I'm going into mixed Lydian. You can use it like as part of harmonic minor.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can use it in the diminished.
Right. Because it's part of a half whole too, isn't it? Couldn't you use it?
But I'm using it as part of a diminished. Listen to this. Listen. It's not part of a half whole.
Okay, it's not. You mean like this?
Well,
Diminished scale, you mean? Or up a diminished scale?
so I'm going. I mean, I use it. I like that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That works.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 flat 9.